Hey guys, just wanted to show you a video of my EDC. This is a Maxpedition. Go ahead and get right to it. Sunglasses are DeWalt. They're safety glasses. I'm in construction, so that's what those are for. Hand sanitizer. Don't tell anybody. That's from Bath and Body Works. My wife drug me in there. Little cheap umbrella. Bug spray, some pins, bandana, expensive carabiner, Liberty Mountain. It's probably a $20 or $30 carabiner. It came with my bug out bag. The guy had left it on there, and I asked him about it, and he said go ahead and keep it, so that was cool. On the side here, I usually carry my knife, which is inside. I'll show you, but if I'm carrying this out in the open into a hotel or something, they won't recognize this. They'll probably think it's a selfie stick, but that's a baton. It's a Schrade baton, and it's pretty stout. Prepared Mine 101 did a kind of a review on it, and it held up pretty good. So it's not the old Schrade. So if you want to buy one, definitely look up the newer edition, because the old one was cheap. Normally I have my Anchor 2.0 Qualcomm quick charge. It's like 2000 mAh, whatever that means. About 1.5 charges on my Samsung Note 3. But anyway, I was using that to charge, so that's why it's not in there. Little neck knife with Ranger beads. That is a cold steel hideout. It's a nice little knife for a neck knife. Keep in here some, I guess that's Viter Energy. They have caffeine and kind of a B complex, but they're mints. 2 of those would equal a cup of coffee. And I kind of have a caffeine addiction, so if I don't have any soda, that helps out a little bit to keep from getting a headache or something. Working on that one. Anyway, a few cheap Kim lights. In here, I've got a sound reducing set of Tough Tested is the brand earbuds, and they help block out a lot of construction noise. And then I've got some regular ones, some batteries, my Go Bible. That is an audio Bible, kind of like an MP3 player. And then I've got another, I've got this Cyclops headlamp. It's only like $6 or something. The reason I use this for my EDC is because it doesn't have a button. And I didn't want to take the batteries out of it. So it's nice to be able to twist that and have it on when you need it, and not have the button turn on and run your batteries out. I do have a cheap one from Walmart. This is something I may make a separate video on. This was $1, and I don't know how many lumens it is, but it's very bright for $1, and it's got 2 2032 batteries in it. If you need to buy a package of 2032s, they are, I believe, $7 for a pack of 5 or 6. So you could buy 3 of these and have 6 of them for $3. And I'm actually thinking a package of 2 is like 4 something, and a package of 4 is 7 something. So if you have a Walmart close and you use 2032s, they're a pretty common button cell battery. It almost pays just to buy a headlamp. And don't take out the little, there's a piece of plastic behind the battery. Leave that in there, that way it doesn't turn on and ruin them. But you've got a storage case for your batteries. It's also a headlamp. So I bought several of those. A little sharpener, just a cheap little sharpener. This is a compass. The thing I don't like about this particular Maxpedition bag, and I think some others are kind of designed like this. If you've got these pockets full, you can see that to get to the zipper, you have to pull it up under here, and then you've got to push that in and kind of pull that out in order to get to anything. So I don't think it's designed very well, but hey, it is pretty tough equipment. But anyway, 2 bottles of water. In here I've got, so in this pouch I've got a bunch of change, and a little pouch I got at the dollar store, with a bunch of AAA, AA, and CR123s. It takes care of all my flashlights and MP3 player stuff. 55-gallon trash bag. This compartment is basically water, for the most part. Some heavy-duty nitrile gloves. This is actually an ankle band instead of a wristband, and had a guy on eBay make it. It's got a fishing kit on the inside and a number of different twine and fishing line and lures and hooks and quite a bit of stuff, and the ferro rod obviously with the striker there. I don't like wearing bracelets, but if I'm going to go hiking, I can put that around my ankle right above my boot, and it doesn't bother me. This is a survival filter. I've heard, and I think it's just some company, I think this is the second company doing this exact filter, and I think it's Renovo, R-E-N-O-V-O, that has the original one, and they're actually cheaper, but it's the exact same filter. It looks exactly the same. It's a 3-stage filter, and it's actually the best on the market as far as getting it down to 0.01, either 0.01 or 0.05 microns, and so that'll take chemicals as well as bacteria out. And then I've got a cheap, I think Frontier little water filter, and that is a water valve shut-off tool. If you happen to live in the city, and there may be stores with water faucets, they don't have a knob on them obviously, so people can't just walk up and turn the water on and leave it on, but usually one of these will fit it. Water filtration tablets made by Oasis. Find those on eBay pretty cheap. And that's that for that pocket. This side pouch, I've got the Through Night TN12. It's a nice flashlight. It's not my favorite. That's why it's in my EDC and not on my person. But it's a pretty nice flashlight. On this little pouch on the side, it falls over. I've just got a Adventure medical kit, watertight, waterproof, just a 1-person basic cheap kit. It was like $8. That's all I need in this pack. I've got a full-on medical emergency kit in my bug out bag in my vehicle, as well as one for my work, because I do construction, and you've got to have a good medical kit. And then a little antibacterial ointment. So going to the main compartment, carry a Ruger LC9, and that's the striker fire, so it doesn't have the problems that the older model had, but it's a really nice shooting gun. Really enjoy it. The grip is nice, and I've got pretty large hands. So anyway, that's my carry pistol for those fat boys out there. These are protein cookies. No idea how they taste. They're just in there. 50 feet of 1,800-pound mule tape, because it doesn't fit in my cordage section. This is a Maxpedition. Can't even remember what that is either. It's been a long time since These are my only two Maxpedition items, so I'm not real familiar with them or the names of them. I've got a glass cutter, an extendable magnet, which I've needed a number of times, another water filter, AAA batteries. I've got some medicines, diarrheal, headache medicines inside these straws, mag light, pin light, towelette, tin foil, and a little pry bar in the back. That's pretty much it, other than my spork, I think, that's back there. If you go to Walmart, these little plastic bags are binder pencil holders for binders, and they're 2 for 50 cents. They're not waterproof, obviously, because of the zipper, and they're cheap Chinese stuff, so they're not supposed to be waterproof. But I like them because they organize everything and you can see it. And in the top of this bag here, I've got 2 road flares, a smoke flare, I guess you'd call it, and then 5 of these aerial flares, or 6 of those aerial flares that you shoot off from that little pin. I don't know the name brand of that, does not have it on it. I think it's military. And then marathon bars, 7 of those guys. Marathon bars are awesome. Got my fire kit, zip starters, and this UCO stormproof matches inside that. Got a lighter, a stormproof lighter, waterproof matches, and some quick tenders. My fire kit. Next pouch is some 5-hour energies and wet ones. There's 2 packages of wet ones and 3 5-hour energies. I think it's called the Turok, after the old school dinosaur video game where the Native American is kind of like a soldier and he's out killing these dinosaurs. And that Juarez guy who designed it, made by K-Bar, he's a Native American. And anyway, I think he named it after Turok. Okay, in here, this little pouch, I've got my waterproof King James, Psalms, Proverbs, and New Testament. Now, this is made out of synthetic pages, so you could literally just throw that into the water. It won't hurt anything. It's basically made out of plastic. In this package, I've got a bunch of candy, sunflower seeds, and those drink mixes, and a nature bar. Got a little bit of jerky, pistachio nuts, and some trail mix, and another energy bar in there. My cordage, normally this is in here, I was just using it though. I carry some of that Pro Bond Elmer's glue, and about 100 feet of paracord and jute twine. There's my kind of toolkit. So inside that pouch I've got this fishing kit. It's hard to see through that video on the plastic. It's just made out of one of those match or tubes. Crazy glue, zip ties, nail cutters, and a little Leatherman Micra. Also have my Leatherman Wave in its pouch. That's probably one of the best Leathermans you can get. Also have a case pocket knife. I'm not sure the model of it. Gorilla tape, and that's it in that package. That's it for the bag, other than the little whistle. It came in a Orion survival kit, the one that makes the 12 gauge flare guns. Okay, so I forgot, I've got this little pouch with 2 spare mags full of hollow points, and then a bunch of extra full metal jackets. So there it is, guys, all in that small Maxpedition bag, and that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed.